Go vegan. Don't eat meat. Use that grain being fed to livestock to feed millions in third world countries. Factory farms don't allow animals to experience friendships and social hierarchies. Animals should not be used for food, entertainment, and most importantly, research of any kind. These and many other statements can be found in brochures, on headlines, and on the internet of animal rights groups, like People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA. Does man have say over all the animals? Is he their shepherd, or are animals one of us and should be treated equal? This question goes back to the first chapter in the Bible, Genesis 1:27 through 28. It states, God created man in his image. God blessed them, saying, Be fertile and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea and the birds in the air and all living things that move on the earth. Do we have say? This question is becoming a larger and larger issue in today's society. In the 1930s, we as a country went from an agrarian society to an urban society and lost touch with our food supply. Couple that with the availability today of instant media coverage, and those involved with animals, whether it be agriculturalists, entertainers, and researchers, are facing an uphill battle with animal rights movements. My name is DeShea Hanagan, and I represent one of those groups that PETA is so strongly opposed by being a member of Artesia FFA. I would like to discuss with you our opponents and their principles, and what our culture and the animal use world are facing. Finally, how I believe we must increase public awareness and improve our image. The fundamental principle of an animal rights movement is that non-humane animals deserve to live according to their natures, free from harm, abuse, and exploitation. Organizations like PETA continue to strive that meat is murder and reemphasize that statement in their literature, on the internet, and with the media. We should not just treat animals kindly, but animals should not be used for entertainment, research, food, sport, or even kept as pets. Many in the animal rights movement follow the beliefs of Peter Singer and Tom Reagan, who preach animal liberation, meaning removal from all boundaries. Some in this group believe this includes giving the go-ahead to destroy property, threaten humans, blow up research labs, and even hold livestock facilities at gunpoint. Though as an agriculturalist, we are portrayed as a redneck if we voice our opinion or speak out too aggressively when confronted by a rightist group. But they are allowed to delay findings of diseases such as Alzheimer's, sudden infant death syndrome, HIV/AIDS, and cancer. Baxter Black, the cowboy poet and comedian, once stated, Wherever two or more are gathered in the name of animal rights, there the press shall be also. Although he was being funny at the time, he spoke the truth. PETA is so strong and successful in reaching and convincing the public on their issue because they have media manipulation down to a fine art. We can learn some lessons from our enemy. They're passionate, highly outspoken, with a long list of celebrities to bring their message. They present their side of the story well, often, and well. We must find our zeal, our celebrity status, and our drive to fight back with the truth. A chilling indication of how misinformed the public is came in a poll of American teenagers, which shows 73% support animal rights. This includes laboratory and medical tests that use animals. According to Patrick Cleveland, they are unaware of the serious consequences of such a ban. Dr. Cleveland hit the nail on the head when he said, giving the continued and unconscious response by members of the research community, I believe product testing could be stopped within the next decade. This process is akin to a giant ostrich with its head in a hole being nibbled to death by wild geese. Regardless the treatment of animals and advantages of research, because of few facts and bad information, they want animal testing eliminated. He said, even if we ask the question, if laboratory rats were kept in a castle and fed caviar, could we use them then? They would respond with a resounding no. Animal protectionists that are more conservative than their PETA counterparts say that they would allow animal testing if it was absolutely necessary to save a human life. But who determines which situations are absolutely necessary? The vast majorities of researchers take their stewardship over animals seriously and conduct animal experiments humanely and with great sensitivity. They ensure that the animals don't suffer needlessly, they take good care of their subjects, and are governed strict regulations and oversight than any other profession that uses animals. They are continually reviewed by agencies, and the approval process for experimentation is very thorough to ensure the fewest use of animals, using animals when there is no other choice. Animals are used in the biomedical field to understand how the body works, study diseases, test possible forms of treatment, and test health products for efficiency and safety. I understand that there are those that give animal research a bad name, but we must remember that there are bad teachers, preachers, and leaders that we see in the media each day. Youth organizations like FFA and 4-H, livestock boards, checkoff programs, lobbyists, and all of us individuals must improve the perception of agriculture and animal care in the public eye. We must defend ourselves against the exaggerated claims, biases, and media attacks of our enemies like PETA with a positive, forward message. Today's society is further and further from its rural roots. We must take a stand and present our side of the story a little bit louder with a bit more conviction and show our heart is bigger than theirs. After all, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. We need to make sure our wheel is the loudest and the smartest. Thank you.